Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Simply Investing. Another gorgeous day here, another crazy day on the market, right? So the question today is, where do you put your money in a market like this? And that is a tough answer to say. I would venture to say put your money in some strong dividend yield stocks and leave a lot of cash, and then do maybe a handful of speculative stocks. So, I mean, if you think certain stocks will rise, great, but make sure you have a wealth of it in your dividend stocks. And you know what? I would even hold on to those dividend stocks for years. I'd even hold on to them for years because there's just such a great depth of knowledge. Such a great depth of value. Wrong word there. Such a great depth of value right now in dividend stocks. Like, there's just stocks that are down for no reason. Like Ford made a $1.9 billion in profit for the year, down. How does that happen? It happens because people don't know what to do, and everyone's just selling off all at once. The best way to combat that is to buy now, because everyone's selling, so everyone needs a buyer, and you can now get those stocks at a great price. Stocks I have, as far as my dividend stocks, are Ford, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, PPL, AT&T, Verizon, and I'm thinking about, I have GE, but GE is not really big enough to be compared to those. To my dividend stock, it's kind of like a value buy for me, but it just happens to pay dividends. I just ditched GM there. But those are my core stocks that I have that just generate dividends, and they generate enough return every quarter that it gives me another huge chunk of cash to work with and reinvest. But what I also want to talk about also is in times like this where people are saying, well, the market's going to do this, and this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, there's a lot of people saying, like, the next big crash is going to happen. Every hedge fund is down, but my fund is on top. They're trying to get you to invest, and this is the time when scammers scam their most. If something's a Ponzi scheme, they're promoting it the most right now. I must have looked at least 30 or 40 articles that weren't even published by reputable financial news sources that were Ponzi scheme promotions. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised within 6 months to a year that we come out and we find out about a couple big Ponzi schemes, because the market's down, the volatility's down, and you know what? 90% of investors out there don't really care about the credentials of the person. They look straight into the record, and they perceive the record as well. You can draft up any record you want. So it's like, and this month everybody's down. I'm down. I'm usually up, but I'm down. I'm down like 4.5%. Why? Because right now I'm just buying. I'm buying. When am I next going to be up? Probably in 3 or 4 months. But I'm probably going to be trending down for a little bit. And that's okay. That's what the markets do. And if you're buying on the downtrends, then you're really not losing that much money, and you're going to gain it all back. What scammers are doing now is just saying their fund is better. Get guaranteed gains, guaranteed wealth, guaranteed this. Like, first off, anything in the markets is not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. I can't even guarantee that. I cannot tell you for sure what's going to happen tomorrow, a week, a month from now. I can kind of speculate and give a best estimate and see if my my assumption was right based on the evidence and knowledge that I have accrued to come to that conclusion. But it's still just a best guess. It's nothing outlandish. Like, you know, I thought oil was going to go down to $20 a barrel, and it's just hovering around 30. And you know, it probably will hover there for a long time. And it's and ups and downs in the market are just the natural wave of things. But if there's any other time, it's now that, like, the next Bernie Madoff is going to present himself, because the market's fluctuating. It's rapidly down. It's crazy right now, and you know, you're getting fearful because you're seeing chunks of your money disappearing, and you don't want it to. And that's where the scammers come in, because they prey on that. They prey on that fear of losing your wealth, and they also prey on your greed to not only get it back, but to keep making gains. You know, what goes up must come down, and what goes down will always come back up. You can't make wealth forever. At some point, you have to lose. Not 1 month, not 2 months, but at some point, you have to lose. You just have to lose. I don't even know what to really say about it, other than, you know, just don't get tricked by them. Don't get fearful about where your money's going in a market like this. Just stay tight, keep putting money in, keep investing, keep buying more stock, buying wise choices of stock, and you will ride this market out with very little loss and a lot of gains in about a year or so. And don't fall prey to any of those pump and dump schemes, you know, the Ponzi funds. Do not fall prey to that. Do not fall prey to that. And they're out there. There are a lot of them out there. You know, if the SEC or the financial unit of the FBI ever catches within this video, it's like, you know, just to let you know, there's probably about 30 or 40 Ponzi schemes that are actively approaching. And it's like, they don't really have a name to their fund. They just have like a person or a head. Some of them have names, but they just keep saying, like, you know, the market's going to have the big worst crash it's had since the Great Depression. Everyone's down. Every manager's down. Every fund's down. You know, now, you know, best with me, because I'm always up. I always beat the market. Rule number 1: you're never going to beat the market. Even Warren Buffett doesn't beat the market. It's like rule number 1. It's up there in the top 10 at the very least. You're not going to beat the market. You're basically going to really ride with it. It's just, are you going to ride the slopes down and up with it, or are you going to do the reverse? And the reverse can happen very easily. When the market's going down, you buy. When the market's going up, you just keep inputting your cash for the next dip. That's all. And there will be some buys here and there that you can invest in. Some equity buys, some equity purchases, some good stakes, you know, good IPOs that you can get in really early. So, all I can say is right now, be patient. Be patient, and be as patient as you possibly can. Don't rush things. Don't blow out things. Don't get scared. Just be patient. I don't really have much to reveal because I'm not tracking any stocks other than high yield dividend stocks, and I'm just buying them as they go down in value. And my game plan, I have a bit longer of a game plan of seeing where the market's going to go in 2 to 3 years. But with that said, you know, guys have any questions, comment below, visit my Facebook page, and answer, ask any questions, talk among yourself. If you have any stocks you like me to look in, comment below. Like the Facebook page and comment on there. I'll do a video about your stock, and I'll try to do everyone's stock pick. Like and subscribe. Always feel free to give feedback too. And I will see you next time. And don't forget to respect the process and stay patient and stay consistent to your trading strategy. With that, I'll see you at the end of the week.